Hey everybody, and welcome back. If you are here for the first time, my name is Jessica, and this is just a way for me to share my story as it relates to veterinary medicine and life in general. Today I just wanted to have a conversation about something that I struggle with, because I feel like there's probably people out there who face the same struggles that I do. And I struggle with something called Imposter Syndrome. If you don't know what that is, it's a fear of being found out for not being good enough. It's a feeling of inadequacy and just wanting to do something but not feeling qualified to do it. And as someone who had zero background in veterinary medicine other than a love of animals, when I began my veterinary technician degree, I am struggling with this feeling of being an imposter with sharing my story and sharing anything related to veterinary medicine on social media or just in general. And while I have completed my veterinary technology degree and have that education under my belt, I still have times where I feel like I'm not necessarily qualified to give advice, or I'm not qualified for someone to want to hire me. And it's a very hard struggle to face with, and I just wanted to share it because I'm not perfect, and honestly, nobody is. We all struggle. We all have things that we don't do perfectly or that we struggle to do. And I just wanted to be real because that's who I am. I don't always struggle. There are things that I can do well. I just tend to be rather hard on myself about them. But I wanted to share my struggles with you all because I believe in being uniquely who I was created to be. I believe in sharing not just the good but the bad as well, because in that we can not commiserate, because that's not healthy for anybody, but in that we can understand that everybody has their own struggles, and maybe because of those struggles we can learn to be kinder to those that are around us. And that is so important, especially with the epidemic of suicides in veterinary medicine these days. It's really important that we're all on the same team, because we are. It's important that we be there for each other, that we not bully each other. And it's just something that has been laid on my heart to share with you all. I hope that it makes sense. And I'd love to hear from you guys about maybe what you struggle with, what things you face, and maybe how you deal with them. Just in my struggles with imposter syndrome and feelings of inadequacy, I'm doing the best I can to learn everything that I can, to have a confidence in my knowledge base. And I'm sorry about that coffee maker right now, but just to have that confidence in my knowledge base that I am capable of doing things that maybe I don't necessarily automatically think that I'm capable of doing. And just to have that in just a change in mindset is what I believe to be important. And just knowing that it's okay to not be perfect, but it's okay to share when we struggle, the things that we face, and just being open and honest with each other is a way that we can become more unified, I believe. And in becoming more unified, we're able to support each other when we struggle and be there and recognize when someone in our community is struggling. And maybe that way we can help to alleviate some of the stigma that comes around mental and emotional health, because that is just as important as our physical health, in my opinion, sometimes more important in depending on what you are struggling with, because it's all linked together. And if you aren't healthy emotionally or mentally, then you're going to have struggles in all other areas of your life, including your physical life. So it's just kind of all linked together. And so this is just a way for, it's therapeutic for me to share my story and be open and honest with you guys, like I have been trying to be this whole time. And I hope that this information was helpful for you. I hope that it inspires you to share your struggles. And I hope that you will try to find ways to help others who are struggling as best you know how to do. If you want somebody to talk to, please feel free to talk to me, and I will do the best that I can, the best that I know how, to listen, to be there for you guys, and just share what I've experienced, or just be a listening ear for you all in the midst of the things that you struggle with. And I hope that you have an amazing day, and I hope that you can become comfortable with being you, and I hope that we can all be unified and help each other in the midst of the things that we face, in the midst of life, in the midst of the messy things of life, because life is not perfect. And that's just, I feel like I'm rambling, but that's just what I wanted to share today. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.